Hello, friends. How's it going? Kind of premature to say hello, friends, when I just went live, but you never know. Mostly I say that for the folks that might join later or view it after it's not live no more. Cause yeah, I could sit here completely silent until people show up in the chat room, but for anybody watching after the fact, that'd be kind of awkward. Why am I streaming, you may ask? Fez, it's not Wednesday or Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Why are you here? The same reason that we're all here. Now I got a router, a new router. I want to test it. That's basically the whole reason right there. Do I got Twincast up already? I do not. Let's get Twincast up. I'm getting my auras up. So I got a new router. I've been having problems with the router for a while. Just this past weekend, one of my streams, it dropped mid-stream. So I'm going to try to stream, I don't know, maybe till 11 for about an hour. Slightly less than an hour. Just to see, you know, if it drops or not. Hopefully it does not. That would be preferable. But yeah, you know, dropping the stream midstream, because a lot of times a viewer will tell me, hey, the stream stopped or whatever, because I always say when I'm going off, you know, and so they'll tell me the stream's not going anymore and I'll have to restart it, and that always stinks. So I don't want that to happen anymore, and I care about giving you guys some form of quality, because I'm not good at anything else. So at the very least I could do for my viewers is to try to at least provide some consistency and some quality by having decent equipment that functions and isn't dropping midstream. I feel like that's the very least any content creator should try to do. So yeah, I'm trying. Those routers are not cheap, folks. So if anybody wants to help me out and contribute to my router fund, that'd be awesome. Because of course I had to put it on credit, so it's not paid for yet. It won't be paid for a bit. So yeah, if anybody wants to leave a super like, super thanks, super chat, any one of those super things, that'd be really, really awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pacify these things. Why do I have to be so close? Jeez, man. That is, yeah, putting me dangerously close to these things. Well, I'll pull with Fez, and Fez could handle at least 2 of these. Probably. Let me set myself as main assist. Main tank. I have... My Merc is a healer Merc. Because of my pets. My pet can tank it, solo it, whatever. These guys are light blue to Fez, but everybody else in the group is lower level. That's right, it's another Fez is trying to level his alts kind of a thing. I I have a cleric in the group also, but the cleric is still a baby at 108. So they're only going to be just so helpful. Mostly they're just riding Fez's coattails to, you know, level up and not die. I think I'm going to add the pet here on the extended target of the cleric to make it easier for the cleric to heal him. And of course, I don't use any kind of third-party software when I do stuff like this. Why am I not attacking? What is going on here? I have a button that says assist main, and I have Fez set to main, but for some reason it's not working properly. Is there a bug on that feature? I would like to know. If anybody knows, please do let me know. Share with me your information. Because that is weird. You see, I'm main assist. Unless, I don't know if / main is not working. Are they getting rid of that command? Yeah, see, everybody else in the group has xtar 1. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll switch it to xtar 1 and see if that helps, since I do have group main assist on extended target 1. The funny thing is, usually with main, it's a little slower, so all you have to do is put a pause and it works fine. But I don't know. I had the pause. I had a 4-second or 4-tick pause, because we all know that Everquest doesn't really work in seconds, and it still wasn't working. So again, I hope it works this time around. I'm gonna check each one. Okay, it worked that time. Yeah. You know what I might do? I might set my pet to where it'll attack the mob from behind. I'll show you what I mean. Because if I could turn the mob to face just my pet, and then everybody else's pet can attack without the repost going on, that would be just dandy, wouldn't it? Please, in chat, if anybody sees and or hears problems. Let me actually check on my phone with this stream, because this is a test stream. I would love to hear from you if you notice anything funky going on. So you're probably going to hear a little bit of an echo because I'm going to be playing it on my phone, and I want to check the sound. Oh, I got five viewers so far. Awesome. Well, I'm probably one of them because I'm watching it on my phone. Cheater! You're a phony! You're a big fat phony! Okay, so far it's looking alright. Why are we getting... It looks like I'm getting double loot still. That's not right. We're not getting XP bonus anymore. But it looks like we're still getting double loot. I mean, I'm not going to complain. Or maybe that's regular loot. Maybe that's how it it normally is. I'm going to try to mez this ad with the enchanter. Hopefully, freaking hell, it's not mezzing. Okay. Well, I'll have everybody assist Fez on this second mob here. I guess these guys are too high a level for my enchanter to be able to mez them. So I'll just have to attack this guy with my... But see, this is sort of what I meant. All these pets are on this side of the mob. So the... You know, they have their... The mob has its back towards the other players in the group. So all their pets are attacking from behind. And that helps. Oh, the other guy is not slowed. Let me slow him so he doesn't beat up my pet too much and my... Oh, shoot. Okay. Haha. You woke up my bodyguard pets. You dummy. You big dummy. It doesn't take a whole lot to make me happy, guys. I take my wins anytime I can get them. Let's cast a heal on Fez. Oh, he's already been healed by the healing mercenary. Okay, now everybody else assist the pet. So that worked out. I had an ad. I was able to have the pet tank it the whole time. And then I used my swarm pets to tank the other guy. So that worked fine. I don't know. Anybody out there that plays a mage, how do you do it? Any ideas, suggestions? Let me know. Let me know how you do it. But that worked. That worked just fine. I'm so tempted to switch my air pet to a water pet. So much more DPS on the water pet. But I don't like killing pets just for no reason. Let's give the pet the illusion of the Ixar Skelly looking thing. So now I got the camp broken a little better. Hopefully, I still didn't make my pet guard. I wanted to make my pet guard. But it works. He's facing the correct place. And now my other pets can attack from behind. So they won't be taking that repost damage. Because after that video I did that's I put out this past Monday. Yesterday. Today's Tuesday, yeah. Just yesterday afternoon. I learned that, yeah, you can get more damage or cause more damage to a monster when you're attacking from behind. And that's just because they can't block. You know, because every melee mob can Maybe all the mobs can block. I don't know. But yeah, they can block some of the incoming attacks. So they take less damage. But if you got people attacking from behind, they're not blocking those attacks. So it works out well. So always try to get some of your pets to attack from behind, if you can. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I know this is early in the week for me to be streaming. It's also very late in the evening, or in the night, for me to be streaming. I'd never usually start a stream at 10ish, you know, and plan to go till like 11. I'm usually done, about ready to log off from a stream at about 10. But I really wanted to do this test. Michael Shamblin said, "Hey Fez, hey Michael, how you doing?" Doing a little test stream here because I finally took the plunge and picked up a new router, because I was really sick of my router giving me crap and, you know, ending streams early and all that stuff. I've been blaming Streamlabs, and it's possible that my blame was misplaced. What zone are you in, work? I am over here in Maiden's Eye. It's the, I think the Charval Divided version or something like that. It's one of them Luckland, later Luckland expansions. Because these guys are level 116. Because I'm trying to level up some of my alts. So I'm just kind of like playing with myself. Let me rephrase that before I finish that sentence. Playing by myself with my alts in Maiden's Eye. That was close. That was close. Okay, right. I'm gonna bring the pet here. Tell the pet to guard. I'm gonna let the mob pass the pet. You know what? Let's move him a little bit more. Guard here. And that way the pet will grab him from behind. That's not the way I mean. I know what you're thinking, but he'll be facing away from the rest of the group, so their pets won't get attacked, or he won't block their attacks, because they're all lower level anyway, right? See how that works? Yeah, that's my tip of the day. Have your pet guard somewhere, run the mob a little bit past them, and then your other pets, if you're multi-boxing like I am, they can attack from behind. Because I have a level 108 cleric here that I'm trying to level, and I can launch the hammer at the guy, and anytime the hammer is fighting it face to face, it dies right away. But if it's not fighting it, you know, face to face, like if it's only attacking it from behind, it lasts a lot longer. Unless, of course, the thing has a damage shield, in which case, don't even bother casting the thing, because it's not going to do any good. See, it's been up for a whole minute now, the cleric hammer. I know it's probably doing negligible damage, but why not? You know, isn't there a reposition command? Is there? I don't know. Let's take a look. I'll right click and see if there's anything that looks like it says reposition. Taunt target SW leave, which is for swarm leave, swarm stop, spell hold. What? Sit, resume, group swarm attack, proc hold. What? None? What does none mean? Leave, leader, hold, health guard, G hold, follow, focus. What the hell is focus? I never used the focus command before. I'm gonna give it a shot and see what it does. Focus! It's like Mr. Miyagi. Focus, Daniel-san! Focus! Okay, I'm gonna type, I put focus on. I really don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means like focus on a single target will make the pet stay on its target no matter what. Okay. That could be helpful if it's, you know, getting hit by other things and you want it to only attack the main one. I get it. Now I just need to tell my pet how to wax on and wax off. So he can, you know, get my car cleaned and stuff. Then I'll show him paint the fence. Take out the trash. Mr. Miyagi was all about the free labor, wasn't he? I think so. I think the whole karate thing was an afterthought. Because he realized he wasn't going to be able to get away with free labor forever. So, you know, he was like, "Ah, man." It looks like companion's relocation might be an AA or something. Oh, maybe. I'll have to look at that. I didn't even know that that was a thing that existed. And what does it do? Does it automatically make the pet switch like the side that it's on? So that is kind of cool. Let's look at the AAs here. I'm assuming it'd be like under class, maybe? Companions shielding, companions... Oh, no, that's elemental conversion. Companions Aegis, discipline. When active, moves your companion forward in direction you are facing. Allows pet advanced commands. What? Really? Okay, this might be it. Let's make a macro with this. I don't know where to put it though. I don't really have a whole lot of buttons. I'm gonna wait to play with this until one of the mobs are dead though. Especially when there's a pop right down there. I don't want to get screwed by messing around. But thank you. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, my pet switched. Okay, so let's see if I face this way. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. You're my hero. That's gonna change the game for me. I'm gonna end up making a video just for this command, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So I could just put the pet wherever now. I don't have to make it guard there. And I could just use that command instead. And I put it here, so it's actually triggered by my mouse button. That is fantastic. Yesterday, water pet, now that AA. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay, I can have my pet follow. It doesn't have to stay down there. And we're going to try that. Let's pull this guy right here. Alright. And there he is. He switched sides. Now I'll hit assist on everybody. So all the pets get to fight him from behind, which means he can't block or, you know, repost or attack them back, you know? Awesome. I just also made a video about this item that I only found out existed the other day as well. I don't know if you were watching, Michael, when I first heard about, where is it? This stuff here, planar overdose. It's a drink that you can brew, and like I said, I made a video on how it works and how to craft it that I still have to edit, but I'll be posting that maybe for next Monday. And it works like a potion, I guess, that allows you to feign death. And of course, just like a regular feign death on like a monk or a shadow knight or whatever, it has the opportunity to fail. It can fail and you can still get aggro and get killed. But if it works, you can drop aggro. Nice, didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna give it a test here. And you'll see. So let's pull that guy. And I already have it. So here he's coming. Drinking a potion, and boom, it worked. The only downside is it has a 3-minute cooldown. But you see, he stopped. And if I wait long enough, he will go back. But I don't want to wait long enough. I want to pull him and kill him. And let's send the other pets. So yeah. In the video, I test it. And the funny thing is, in the video, the first time I'm testing it, and the first time I'm ever using it on Fez, actually, it fails the very first time. And I have to fight the mob. But then the second time I tried it after the cooldown, it worked just as intended, which was pretty cool. Yeah, it's real easy to brew. You just need 3 planar energy shards, water flask, a shot glass, and I think barley. But you can also just do the search in Alakazam or EQ Traders for planar overdose. You have to be level 90 to use it. That's a minimum level. Again, 3-minute cooldown. But I'm gonna... I already gave my warrior some of these because she's got that Warlord's Howl or whatever it is to drop aggro, but that's kind of has a long cooldown timer, so this will give her a second chance, you know? Now get rid of your malaise spell. I don't know about that, man. Replace it with the AA, then replace it with the pet overhaste healing spell over time. There's an overhaste? I was not aware of the overhaste. I'll have to look at that. After Monday though, I'm actually a little leery about putting too many buffs on the pet. What would it be under? Delayed? I mean, there's heals. There's mana. Mana flow. Under pet haste. Oh, is it the reciprocal companion? I'm guessing that might be it. Let's take a look. Enhances your companion with the highest rank known of reciprocal companion 1, healing it, increasing its stats, increasing the damage it does, adding a powerful spell proc. I did not know that was a thing. That's it. Okay. Thank you. I gotta say, I'm disappointed that we don't get like another what am I trying to think of? Aura. We don't get another aura for the pet. That makes me sad. One of these days I need to go and try to find the rest of my RK2 spells. I'm not real worried about RK3. So that's a short-term buff. It looks like it's about 25 seconds or so. But thank you. That's very, very helpful. That's another thing I can... I do plan on making sort of a second video as a follow-up to the one I did Monday, because there was so much, there's still so much you can try out and test with your pets and stuff. I didn't even try testing you know, any changes in the pet damage with, say, oh, buffs, like shaman buffs. Because shaman buffs, you know, it does a lot of their stats. So I want to see if I bring a shaman and buff the pet, if that makes any real difference in the damage that they do. It's a shame that I can only really check their damage, their DPS. I can't like ask the pet, hey pet, what is your max hit points or your total hit points? Hey pet, what is your armor class right now? You know, it'd be cool if we could find that out, but I have no idea. Another thing I want to try is something that Bixie does a lot. He will find player weapons that pets will equip, and he said anything that says that it's attunable, the pet can equip. So if it's not attunable, he can't equip it, but if it is, he can. I didn't know that. I know that the low level pets can equip just about any weapon as long as they're one-handed. Oh, I just wasted one of my overdoses. Oops. I meant to hit the command to make the pet flip to the other side. Because there's 2 mouse buttons and I chose the wrong one. But they're pretty easy to craft, so I'm not worried about it. Sorry, I was just, I wanted to cast an illusion on all my pets. Ryan Turner said hello. Hello, Ryan. The rune procking conflagrant bastard sword procs a rune that for some reason instead of an 8k rune it procs a 24k rune. What? Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, I can craft those. Oops, I did not intend to pull that guy from the top there. I hope he doesn't aggro anything else on his way down. Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did. Okay. Let's slow this other guy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... oh shoot, he's attacking the healer. Alright. Stupid ad. Oh, it does it on pets, but okay. Well, maybe that was intentional? Could it? Could it have been intentional? Because maybe it is. I don't know. Or it could be a bug. I mean, 24 is kind of a weird number for it to do. But hopefully everything's sounding okay. Like I said, this is kind of a test stream for me right now because I gotta updated my router. It needed to be replaced. Good old EQ. I miss playing this. You know, you can always crank it up, and it's free to play, although free to play isn't the greatest just because you've got limitations. Of course, you could always get a gold account. I always tell people, if you miss EQ, just play, you know, go free to play at first. No need to spend money unless you get into it again, you know? Then again, you might be better off not playing it because, as always, it's a massive time vampire. Oh, I'm not on my mount. Let's get back on the mount. I'm gonna run out of mana. I'm gonna forget to use that reciprocal what's it called? Companion buff. Hey Rogue, how you doing? I already know I'm gonna forget to use it. I might have to tie it into some kind of a macro or something. Doing okay, Fez. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing all right. I'm happy that so far my router is doing well. I had to replace the old one because, as you've seen, on occasion my stream would drop like midstream, and for some reason on Twitch it would manage to recover, but it wouldn't recover on YouTube, so I'd have to start another stream. Why don't these guys mez, man? I don't know if I'm just not of a level to mez them. Oh, yeah, the Enchanter's 114. They probably have to be 116 or higher to mez these guys. Okay, that makes sense now. Jeez. Yeah, that's why I get it. Next time I either have to bring a higher level enchanter or just keep doing what I'm doing. Did you just give me 2,000 bits? Eternal Rogue has used 2,000 bits. Cheer. Oh my gosh, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. That was unexpected. Oh, did you win the lottery? I remember you said something about like you're might win the lottery or you're playing the lottery or something. Let me help about a bit with the purchase of that router. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, I did have to put it on credit because I don't have the cash for it, that's for sure. And I know I could always try to go cheap and buy like a cheap $100 or $80 router. But they won't last. So I got one a little bit better, but I didn't spend as much as I could have, which I just won't. I refuse. But I got an Asus one. I got like the cheapest Asus router. So at least I got a reputable brand instead of TP-Link, because my previous one that I'd been using was a TP-Link, and it was dropping calls, like phone calls. It was dropping streams. Nah, nope, lottery. Just helping a good streamer. Aw. Man, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man. So, yeah, at least I'm hoping that this router will last a little while longer. You know, if it lasts for 2 years without problems, I'll be pretty happy. I guess it'd be worth about $100 a year to have a decent connection. If it lasts longer than that, you know, 3 or 4 years, that'd be even better. You know, 'cause nobody likes dropping a bunch of money on something way too often. But I figure, you know, hey, it's in service of quality to my viewers, and my viewers deserve the best that I can afford to give them. And that's what the funny thing is, I didn't go out today planning on getting the router, but I dropped a passenger off at Best Buy, and then I start thinking, my router really sucks. I keep getting dropped calls. So my my phone connection in my apartment is really crappy. So a lot of times I'll try to make phone calls using you know, like the Facebook Messenger app or WhatsApp. You know, I've got some friends and family members or whatever that will communicate through that. And that uses the internet for, you know, calls. And I always assumed, well, that would give me a perfect connection because I've got, you know, fiber optic. But no, because my router was crap. At least now my router isn't crap, and hopefully I did a couple of phone calls earlier too. I tried that using like WhatsApp. I spoke to my brother because we talk on there sometimes. It didn't drop. It got a little shaky, but that was on his end. Because I asked him, I was like, dude, what are you doing? Why is it sound choppy? He's like, oh, I went outside. I was like, okay, it's not me then, it's you. It's like, yeah, that made me feel better. I sometimes throw a couple of bucks on the Powerball myself. and I'm always, you know, hoping, but I know it's a big fake nonsense thing, but that's not going to stop me from playing now and then, because it gives me a couple of days of joy where I'm fantasizing about the money and being able to pay every bill, and maybe even buying a small house somewhere and not having to worry about rent hikes anymore. You know, stuff like that. And then reality hits, you know, the winning numbers are never mine. But, you know, hey, it's like any entertainment, you know, you have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Just like gaming. I don't win any money in Everquest. I pay that every month. So yeah, tomorrow night is our raid stream. Hopefully that stream goes well. I'm real happy with the results here so far. Everything seems to be going fine. Let me double check here. Yeah, so the stream is still going live. I've got 12 viewers right now. Wow. So it didn't drop. My YouTube stream did not drop. It is hot as balls here right now. I can only assume that the landlords are expecting I don't know, like a Arctic freeze or something, because they cranked up the heat. I really, really wish I could control my own heat. But nope, I cannot. They control it, and they always have it way too damn high. Don't they know that fat people live in this building? Damn it. So, yeah, maybe I should take notes about what I learned tonight for my next video. So let's get the old, it's a little dusty, my notepad. I haven't used it in a minute. So I have some ideas here that I have not yet used. And one was for like a fake parody ad, and all it says is Sammy's Soak and Poke, the bathhouse brothel. So that might become a thing one day. I don't know. It'll be kind of like, you know, the Ghostbusters type skit that I did. Some days I think about my channel and everything and what I do, and I'm like, you know, Fez, you could always try to be a little more wholesome and stop with all the weird stuff. But at this point, I think I'm kind of known for the weird stuff. And sometimes we need weird. You know? Sometimes it's okay to be weird. Do I Oof. I'm out of room. I got a lot of crap in my bags. I don't know. Let's try to hand stuff off to someone else. There we go. Are you looking forward to anything to do with Everquest 3? I really am not going to hold my breath for an Everquest 3. After Everquest Next, I don't really have a whole lot of faith in Daybreak. And I don't know, if they're actually going to go through with it. It might just be another disappointment, just like Everquest Next. Because if you remember, that was supposed to be sort of like an EQ3, and it was nothing but a big disappointment. And they had people pre-ordering it and this and that. I don't know if they ever issued refunds. I heard that. I still never got my 100 worth out of Everquest Next. Yeah, so basically if they come out with a new Everquest, I probably won't touch it until it's been out for like a year. They have to show me that it's a real thing. I'm going to be very apprehensive. I would sooner play Pantheon or Monsters and Memories before I mess with an Everquest 3. Because I could just stay on Everquest 1. I'm having fun here, No refunds happened there, yeah. Yeah, that really did sour my trust in the company. And the fact that they just say, well, we realized it's just not fun. Come on. Something weird happened there. I mean, if somebody embezzled the money, fine, they embezzled the money. But don't lie to your player base, your audience. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm just speculating, right? So please don't take whatever I'm saying as truth or facts. It just seems weird and suspicious. It could have been while it was still on Sony's watch. I don't know, but it probably was under Sony's, guardianship at that time. I can't remember. I just remember it was something that left a bad taste in my mouth, Is EQ2 worth it? I don't know. I think it's personal preference. It's got some nice things. I'd say one of the nice things is how you harvest your materials from nodes, which is kind of cool rather than dropping off of mobs. Is it a big legit company? I mean, Sony, sure, it's a big company. Sony Online Entertainment, not so much. I don't think it even exists anymore. It was a whole separate company, I think. Let me know if I'm wrong, guys. More than happy to listen to if I'm incorrect. But I think it was this whole other company. It just had the Sony name, which is why people trusted it. Because, yeah, Sony's been around forever. You know, they make some decent products. But Sony Online Entertainment was a different thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know for sure. Again, don't take anything I say as the true facts. I'm kind of talking out of my butt, but I do think I'm right. You know what? Let's Google it. All right. I'm asking if Sony Online Entertainment was a separate company from Sony. And it says yes. Sony Online Entertainment, SOE, was a subsidiary of Sony, but it was sold off by Sony in 2015 and became an independent company named Daybreak. It's the same company, it just changed names. Daybreak is Sony Online Entertainment. At the time of sale. I almost choked on my water. Again, I don't know how true this is. I'm Googling it, and that's what Google's telling me. Wait, it was sold to an investment firm. It was no longer affiliated with Sony. It was originally founded as an internal deployment studio with Sony. Okay, so yeah, it was a different company, guys. Yeah, it is sus. So, yeah, it's the same company. It's still SOE. It just rebranded SOE, I guess. It's kind of like Spectrum, which is another sketchy company, which was originally Time Warner. Time Warner rebranded and became Spectrum. You know, still sucks. It's just... The only thing Spectrum's really good for is, one, if you live out somewhere where it's your only option. If it is, I'm very sorry. But if you live in a city that has Spectrum, you can use it as a bargaining chip to negotiate lower prices. So if you use like Alta Fiber, like say here in Cincinnati, we have Alta Fiber, which is fiber optic. It used to be called Cincinnati Bell. You call them up once a year and say, hey, yeah, cancel my account. I'm going to switch to Spectrum. And then they usually ask, why do you want to cancel? And they say, well, Spectrum's offering a cheaper deal. Like, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks or whatever for, a similar service. And then they might have someone say, well, hold on, let's switch you to someone in our marketing department. And they might be like, hey, if we give you this, similar service for this much money, for a competitive amount, would you stay? And that's when you're like, yeah, sure. And you can negotiate your prices. So that's why competition, even bad competition, is sometimes really good to have. Have Bell in Cincinnati too. I'm over in Canada, Quebec, and Bell is here too. Yeah, I mean, Bell was just sort of a catch-all name for any phone company. And there was like a Bell, I guess, in every city, state, whatever. I could see why, it'd be in Canada as well. Because, we're all on the same continent. But they changed their name. They're not Cincinnati Bell anymore. They decided to call themselves Alta Fiber. Because nobody really has a landline anymore. It's all fiber now. Although, I don't know. Alta Fiber, it just sounds like a multi-grain muffin or something. Like, do you need help to poop in the morning? Try Alta Fiber. It'll get you going. It's an alternative version of fiber. Do you not like all the sugar and prune juice? Well, here you go. Yeah, I believe all the Bell, because wasn't it Alexander Graham Bell who invented the telephone? So that's why most phone companies have the name Bell in it. Again, I am not an educator or a scholar, but I think I remember that from school as a kid. It was Alexander Graham Bell. You know what? Let's Google it. Yes, Alexander Graham Bell. Canadian-American inventor, scientist, and engineer, credited to patenting the first practical telephone. So he was a Canadian-American. That's why that makes so much more sense. That he would be in, both countries. So there you have it. The wonders of search engines. I'm kind of surprised it gave me the right information, because for a while Google was all ass backwards after they added their AI to it. It was giving wrong answers only. It was really pissing me off. I had to use Bing for a while. How dare you? You make us use Bing. The hell is wrong with you? Alright, my stream should probably end soon-ish. I was on much later than intended. Like I said, initially this was supposed to be a test. Maybe one day I'll have enough viewers where the ads alone will be enough to pay my bills. Until then, I have to go to bed at a decent time to get up in the morning and drive for Uber. Woohoo! Which I do not recommend. People are driving like madmen these days. It's almost every day now that I see a new car accident. See, that's why I can't get back into EQ. The time suck is real. Yeah. I mean, if you're bored often and have nothing to do a lot of times, then sure, you know. I tried to convince my my brother to get back into it, but that's because, you know, his daughter is away at college now, and he says that he feels bored and lonely sometimes. So I'm like, dude, get back into EQ, you know. I'll group with you sometimes. But, you know, he's like, nah. He started with a TikTok account instead. And so he dedicates some time to that, and he makes content. So I'm like, yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm not going to criticize someone for making content. You know, like pot kettle, you know. So definitely can't criticize anybody for becoming any kind of a content creator. I really enjoy it, though. I think he does too, which is good. It's good to have a hobby. Oh, right. The notepad. Yes. What is this thing called? Companions relocation. Yeah, I want to make a video on that. There we go. Let me look at this spell too. Reciprocal companion. I barely write with a pen and paper anymore. My handwriting is starting to resemble that of a pharmacist. It is really bad, guys. But I guess that's okay. You know, it's all about typing anymore. So this might be my last pull of the night. I don't know if I got any real good XP doing this, because I've been mostly pretty chill about the pulling and everything. I'd say the lower level cleric probably got the most out of it. Whoa! You know, I might do a couple more pulls just because Grim Bell, the 108 cleric, is nearly 109. They're at 97%. And they're getting 0.5 per kill. Where's their lessons? Let's trigger lessons. I should have triggered lessons for her earlier, but I'm an idiot. Stupid microphone is in my face. I didn't expect to have so many viewers on at this time of night. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm assuming that you could be a streamer and be on at any time of day or night and have an audience. You know, because there's plenty of people out there that don't sleep at night. I was a night person for a long time, but I kind of can't be anymore because of driving. Being an Uber driver, I can't drive at night. It's just, there's just no way. My night vision isn't what it used to be. I'm not in my 20s anymore. And the biggest reason is I don't think I'd be able to handle somebody tossing their cookies in the back of my car. If I smelled it, I would probably lose my lunch too. It's only 7:30 here, Fez. It is 11:27 here. Time zones really are a fascinating thing. I guess I'm living in your future. What's really trippy is how they say if you did like a certain kind of space travel or whatever, if you could go the speed of light or something like that, only maybe in a couple of hours or whatever would pass for you, but like 100 years might pass for Earth. So I guess you could technically travel to the future. I don't know. It's just some things that I've seen in videos and whatever. I don't know how accurate or true they are. I question everything. But it's pretty trippy to think about. I don't know how they explain that in sci-fi shows. You know, I think like with Star Trek, as far as Star Trek goes, it's like their shielding, I think, protects them from time dilation or something. I'm far west coast. Okay. Cast Ultravision on yourself. I wish that I could, man. I really do. 109! Ding! For the cleric. Let's mem these 109 spells. So at least I did get the cleric up one more level. We've got a lot of 109 spells. Wow. Okay, finally got them all memmed. Alright, I'd say this was a very successful test of my new router. Again, thank you, Rogue, for the bits. I really appreciate you. I guess let's do one last poll. It's starting to remind me of that stupid song that I posted on my music channel. I made this one song called One More Spawn, which was supposed to be about, like, you know, you get hooked on the gaming thing and it's time for bed, but you're like, one more spawn! This got kind of a skinny puppy vibe to it. Not the vibe of like an actual anorexic dog, but the band Skinny Puppy, in case you were wondering. I don't have any interest in malnourished canines. Every canine should be nourished. So remember to feed your dog, if you have one. My only pet is a bonsai tree, and I try to water it, and I change the soil, you know, in the pot once a year. I will even trim down the roots, because if your roots get too big, the soil is going to be all roots and no dirt, and it won't be able to retain water for the plant to live. So you want to trim your roots a little bit once in a while. Alright, I think that's it. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. That was cool. I had a good time chatting with everybody. Yeah, and again, this was a test of my router to see if it would drop the stream or not. It did not. So we're all good there. Very happy. I had some ideas too for new videos, so thank you very much. Thanks to Michael. And I guess that's about it. I will be here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with our raid. We do level progression raids, currently level 70. We're finishing up with GOD, I believe. See ya on EQ Fez. Thank you. Same. And I think that's about it. And we're here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesdays are 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, that's Eastern Time, so like New York City time. And let me put up this thing here. Check out our friends' channels. The MMO Hippie, Zorgo Nox, Elwood EQ, Jack Unmasked, Grando Reaper. Check out my music channel, DJ Wobblecog. With the help of AI, I make some music. Sometimes it's related to Everquest or one of my videos. Sometimes it's just kind of messed up, disturbing, or depressing, or weird, or just fun. Sometimes it's actually kind of happy. So please check that out. I only got like maybe 40 subscribers on the DJ channel, so I could use some subscribers. Good night, folks.